Welcome, Melissa Bradbury here with Pearl Key Real Estate in Muskoka, and today I am so excited to host your virtual showing at our newest waterfront listing. There is a perfectly private driveway that welcomes you to this year-round home or cottage, offering up panoramic views over the waterfront bay. The survey indicates there is over 250 feet of straight line shoreline, so not even the linear shoreline, which is amazing in and of itself. It is a beautiful, level, multi-generational friendly lot. It's slightly elevated above the waterfront, but offers spectacular panoramic views. This property has so many amazing highlights, and there is also so much opportunity to improve upon what is already here. So I cannot wait to get your tour started. So today we are at 23 Magnet Road in Magnetawan on beautiful Poverty Bay. And as you can see here, there is a long private driveway welcoming you to this beautiful oasis. I love all the attention to the perennial gardens that they have here. In my opinion, this is an absolutely spectacular lot. There's beautiful birches. It is like a panoramic shoreline here. You can see the year-round home or cottage established here. And as I just head over to the right a little bit more, you'll see more gardens as well as a lovely garden shed. And we are going to start today's tour through the front entrance of this cottage. I will call it a cottage, but it is absolutely year-round on a septic drilled well. You can 100% enjoy this property on a year-round basis. So when I use the word cottage, I do also mean year-round. So there is a single car garage here. I also want to highlight, we're going to get into this room on the inside, but this door leads to a year-round space that they use to store their geraniums over the winter. It's almost like a garden craft room, currently used as storage, but a really nice extra beside the garage, also with an outdoor access, which I think is super great. And we are going to start today's tour through the main entrance here. So you can see there is a fantastic covered porch here, perfect on those rainier days. And we are going to get today's tour started through here. Welcome inside. I just entered in through the double door entrance there off of the covered porch. And as you can see, this is an incredibly generous foyer. They've got the closet there. You can see there are two very large windows allowing for lots of natural light coming in on this side. And I think this is an incredible asset to this property. I don't think you can ever have such a functional area coming into your home or cottage. So really love that feature. Now I'm going to just highlight sort of the layout of this offering. So on this wing, we've got two guest bedrooms there on the left, as well as a guest 4-piece bath on the end. And then we've got our primary room that faces toward the waterfront with a 3-piece ensuite. On the opposite side here, we've got a sunken living room with a propane fireplace, formal dining, as well as a kitchen, sort of dinette, fireplace, wood-burning fireplace in a sitting room down there leading out to the deck. We've also got a laundry room on this side that leads out to the garden room beside the garage. So that is an overview of the layout, and we are going to begin today's tour with the guest bedrooms first and work our way towards the principal room. So this is the first of the two guest rooms. They are a decent size and they both have closet space as well. So that's the first one. The second one is right beside it and currently set up with two single beds. You could also fit a king in here or a queen. And we've also got a closet on that side. And then moving on, we've got our 4-piece guest bathroom, shower tub, and vanity here. And then of course we've got a lovely sized primary room facing toward the water, which I love. So a closet is here. lots of room in here. There is some larger furniture. As I pan back, you're going to see that, but you can already see a little bit of the water. It's such a lovely elevated view looking over Poverty Bay. It's lovely that you can see it even with the higher windows. And there's also room back here where they've got another dresser. So this room is incredibly spacious. Definitely room for a king size bed if that's a desirable option for you. And then of course we also have a 3-piece ensuite, which I think is an excellent size. And again, there is so much room to improve upon what is already here. You have excellent square footage throughout this home for sure. Just sort of a sneak peek where you can actually see the water from here. So really, really lovely views. So now heading out from the bedrooms, we are going to tour the beautiful sunken living room. So this room is an excellent size. This is a very generous gathering room for sure. Again, I love how all the principal rooms face towards the waterfront. There's a nicely slightly vaulted ceiling in here as well, which was a nice extra. I'll just give you a few highlights of this space. And there are also multiple walkouts to the waterfront side. This living room is one of them. So we've got the sliding door walking out to a small deck. There's a second one in the sitting room walking out to a very large entertainment, sort of extended summer living space or summer entertainment off of the sitting room kitchen area. So this is just one of two. Now I love the formal dining room. This is certainly great for those family holiday times that you're going to have, but this room is really multi-purpose. In my opinion, and depending if you are using this as a home or cottage, you might want to continue this on as extended seating. You may also want to make it a home office or a sitting room area. It is an excellent size. Hopefully you're capturing that from this video. And again, you can also see the outdoors there where there's extended summer sitting outside and views of the waterfront, which are spectacular. This video certainly does not do any of the views justice, that's for sure. So you can see I've just sort of stepped into the hallway here, so that's where we are in the layout. And from here, I just love the square footage of this area. So we have like a dinette or just, you know, a breakfast sitting area here off of the kitchen. The kitchen is a really great setup. Lots of countertop space. I love how the sink has a window, again, overlooking the water. It has a dishwasher, little pass-through here, which we'll get to in a moment. So definitely an incredibly functioning kitchen. As I mentioned, it sort of steps out to this eating kitchen area, dinette, if you will, and then there is a wood-burning fireplace. This is such a cozy spot. Great for your morning coffee or evenings in the winter. I love that extra. And then this is just like an extended sitting area with the sliding door out to the deck towards the water. And for those of you who would be looking to expand upon this space, I just think there is so much square footage. If entertaining is a huge part of your life and you want to look at changing things up in here, you absolutely have tons of square footage to work with, and I think there is so much opportunity. You've probably also noticed there is a slightly vaulted ceiling in this area as well. So that is also a really nice feature that you don't necessarily see every day. So just again, I'll give you another highlight here. We will get out to the deck in a moment. So again, just lots of room in here. So then this just flows out to more entertainment space. So we've got a barbecue out here. Again, you can see the waterfront. And this is just a really great setup to extend your summer meals and entertainment out to the space overlooking the water. And later I'll show you there's a lovely screening gazebo. We also have a Generac here, which is a nice extra, so you can see that there off to the right. And I'll just give you a view from this angle as well. Let's back to the kitchen. So really love this space and how much opportunity there is. So then right off the hallway here, I mentioned there is a laundry room. This is a phenomenal size laundry room storage area. You can never have enough storage in my opinion. So we've got the side-by-side with the sink. There is tons of storage, actually countertop space for smaller appliances. You can see the hot water tank here. It is a drilled well, as I mentioned before. They also have the extra fridge, and again, just more storage behind that door. So not perfectly organized, but still amazing. And we've got a freezer out here, so just lots of room for those extra things and the extra space that you need. Now I'm stepping down off of the laundry room area into this garden room that I talked about, which is also like a hobby space. Now right now it's storage, so don't be distracted by the stuff. I just wanted to highlight that this is just a really great extra room for whatever hobbies or, you know, an extra space that you might be looking for to turn into what you want. There's even a window, and then this is also your access to the crawl space. So it is a block concrete perimeter, and there is just a little step down there to the crawl space for those of you who are wondering. And then we've got direct access to the attached garage. And again, it's got window light in here, so it's got windows, which means natural light, which is always a plus. So just to orient you, we came off of the laundry room there, we stepped down. That is that door outside to the exterior, which is opposite the access here, and then we've got the attached garage. So I think it's a really functional setup and an excellent layout. Okay, so that wraps up the tour of the interior, and I cannot wait to show you the outside, and the waterfront is absolutely spectacular. So I've just walked out of the sliding door access off of the sitting room where there was the wood-burning fireplace, and they have an excellent sized deck out here that extends their summer entertainment. Lots of seating for outdoor dining in this space. It's a really great setup. As I mentioned, there is a Generac here as well, which is a huge extra. So we've got a 200 amp electrical panel as well as the Generac, which is not always a common find. And as you can see here, this leads out to the screened-in gazebo, and just look at these panoramic water views. It is so spectacular. So you don't even have to go down to the dock to enjoy all that this property has to offer. It's got incredible frontage and really just wraps around. I'll show you more as we step down. So I'll just give you a peek in this lovely gazebo. So now just a view leading from the gazebo back towards the home or cottage. Again, you saw the deck there. This whole home cottage has a metal roof. You're seeing the walkout from the living room that I pointed out when we were on the inside. And then of course these two windows lead or are where the primary room is inside the dwelling, just to give you some orientation and perspective. Now we do have a drilled well here, and there is also a lake line that is specifically used for irrigation and gardens. So your drilled well is for household use, and then the lake line is seasonal for your gardening and irrigation. I mentioned before that it is a panoramic view of the water, and again there is over 250 feet of straight line frontage. So your property line is on the left side, is in this direction directly down to the water. And I just want to give you sort of a perspective of how panoramic it is. That's access to the dock, which we'll get to in a moment. And you just keep wrapping around here all the way just to the other side of the gazebo. So it is spectacular, and the views are outstanding from up here as well. Okay, from here we will have a look at the dock. And now coming down to the dock, I love how they've divided the access here and added in this deck style dock that overlooks the bay. It gets so much sunlight. The views here are spectacular. You have sort of a dotted island view from this point over the bay, and I'm just gonna keep panning over to my right here so you can just see sort of how pretty this property is. I just love the natural shoreline here. You can faintly see the screened-in gazebo up there that we were just at, and this is just a really pretty outlook over the bay that just divides your access going down to the dock. I am going to show you a little bit of the view over here as well. Again, it's a panoramic property. It's got almost a peninsula style point, and just again a really pretty outlook. They also have a great mix of trees and sort of windows opening up to the water, so you have that balance between seeing the water but also having some desired privacy up towards your cottage. So as I come down to the dock area here, I just want to talk about the steps. Again, they've divided it really nicely so it feels very manageable. The first flight down to the deck area is 11 steps. Then we have one more flight to a landing here, which is also 11 steps. And then there's a total of 9 coming down here to the edge of the dock. So that is 31 steps in total. It is very, very manageable with the way that they have set it up. They've got their boat attached here. It's so quiet and peaceful, and the views are spectacular. And again, just to give you a bit of perspective, you can see the screened-in gazebo up there. And so all of this shoreline that you are seeing here in this video comes with the property. And again, you see that little bit of a point there, and peninsulas always give you just a little bit of that added privacy. Okay, and that wraps up our tour. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please reach out to our team. We have a complete listing package available for you that we cannot wait to put in your inbox. Again, just to recap, this is a year-round offering. It could be your home or your cottage. It is on a drilled well and a septic system, plus there is a lake line for irrigation and gardens. Again, this has a 200 amp electrical panel, plus there is a Generac in place, which we all know is a rare find. 2 fireplaces, one is propane and one is wood burning, and there is so much potential to improve upon the amazing highlights and features that are already in place at this address. So we cannot wait to host your in-person tour. Thank you for joining us.